Right now, someone you trust is reading you. Not your words. They're reading your pauses, your eagerness, your need to be needed. They're cataloging every time you say yes without thinking. Most people will never see this game. But once you learn what I'm about to show you, you'll never be readable again. You think you're being loyal. They think you're weak. And they're planning how to use it. Machiavelli knew this truth but never wrote it down. Because once you understand it, you become something different. Something most people fear. You're about to learn 5 tactics that transform loyalty from your weakness into your weapon. But fair warning, after this, you can't go back to being who you were. The first tactic is called the loyalty test. But before I reveal it, understand why this matters. Every relationship in your life has an expiration date. The loyal ones just don't see the knife coming. Jung called this unconscious projection. You project your loyalty onto others, assuming they share it. They don't. They're running calculations you're not even aware exist. Watch what happens when you need them, not when they need you, when you need them. Count the seconds of their pause. 1, 2, 3. That hesitation? That's them weighing your value against their effort. Most people never notice this, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. The loyalty test works like this. Stop initiating for 7 days. Don't text first. Don't call. Don't suggest plans. Just exist. Watch who notices. Watch who reaches out. But more importantly, watch who gets angry. Anger reveals dependence. They're not mad you're distant. They're mad their supply got interrupted. Here's what Schopenhauer discovered about human nature that universities won't teach. People despise in others what they secretly recognize in themselves. When they call you selfish for having boundaries, they're confessing their own selfishness. When they say you've changed, they mean you've stopped being useful. Someone just came to mind, didn't they? Someone who only appears when they need something. That sinking feeling? That's recognition. If you felt your stomach drop, if you're seeing conversations differently already, hit subscribe, because what's coming next will make this feel like child's play. Pause. Right now. Comment watching if someone specific came to mind who's been reading you like this. Don't name them. Just let them know you see the game now. The second tactic cuts deeper than most people can handle. It's called the withdrawal gambit. But first, understand the hidden psychology. Every relationship has an unspoken exchange rate. They give X, expect Y. You've been giving Y plus while accepting X minus 90%. This isn't friendship. It's what Freud called emotional vampirism. They feed on your availability while giving you crumbs. The withdrawal gambit isn't ghosting. That's amateur. It's strategic emotional repositioning. You become 30% less available. Not angry, not cold, just less. Respond to texts in hours, not minutes. End conversations first. Leave gatherings at peak energy. Create micro-experiences of your absence. Here's the dark part nobody discusses. Humans only value what might disappear. Your constant loyalty, it makes you furniture, comfortable, ignorable, replaceable. By withdrawing strategically, you trigger what neuroscience calls loss aversion. They value you more when you're partially unavailable than when you're fully present. Try this tomorrow. When they text, wait 3 to 7 times longer than usual to respond. When they call, let it ring. Call back when convenient for you. When they need a favor, pause 3 full seconds before answering. Say, let me check and get back to you. Then actually check. With yourself, not your schedule. Most people will feel guilty trying this. That guilt? That's your programming. Society needs loyal dogs to function. But dogs get put down when they're no longer useful. Wolves choose their pack. Which one are you becoming? Comment mirror if you're going to try the mirror defense tomorrow. Reflect their energy back without adding your own. Come back and tell us what happened. Now here's where it gets really dark. The third tactic will change how you see every relationship forever. It's called selective loyalty. Nietzsche wrote about this in notebooks they burned. How the will to power means choosing where your energy flows. Stop Before I continue, understand something. What you're learning isn't evil, it's awareness. You're not becoming cruel, you're becoming conscious. The cruelty was letting others drain you while calling it love. Selective loyalty creates tiers. Inner circle gets 80%, second circle gets 40%. Everyone else gets surface level. But this is crucial. They never know their tier. They guess based on your behavior. This creates what I call psychological investment anxiety. They work harder when position isn't guaranteed. Think about drug dealers. They don't give product freely. They control supply, create scarcity. Your loyalty should work identically. Available but not guaranteed. Present but not promised. Valuable because it's rare, not because it's endless. Watch their confusion when you stop being predictably available. They'll test you, create fake emergencies, manufacture drama. They're checking if the old you still exists, the one who drops everything. Don't take the bait. Respond based on actual emergency level, not performed urgency. Here's your assignment. Comment tires if you're going to categorize everyone in your life this week. Then watch how the users reveal themselves by demanding old access levels. But hold that thought, because what comes next changes everything. The fourth tactic separates those who want power from those who take it. It's called the empty throne, and most people aren't psychologically equipped for this level of truth. Power isn't loud. It's the person everyone notices when they leave. You've been trying to prove worth through presence, through availability, through endless loyalty. That's backwards. True power comes from making your absence felt more than most people's presence. The empty throne works through strategic disappearance. You become selectively invisible, present for what matters to you, absent for what only matters to them. Your throne stays empty, but everyone knows who it belongs to. Machiavelli encoded this in The Prince. He who is everywhere is nowhere. Create patterns, then shatter them. Always available weekends, vanish for one. Always respond in minutes, take hours. Don't explain, don't apologize, just disappear. The anxiety this creates in others reveals their true dependence. And dependence is leverage. But leverage without wisdom is destruction. So listen carefully to this next part. Enter rooms. 5 seconds after arriving at the door. Hold eye contact 2 beats longer than comfortable. When they lie, touch your jaw. They'll think you know. Lower your voice when they raise theirs. Turn your body away while maintaining eye contact. End conversations mid-sentence. Actually, never mind. Someone will call you different, cold, changed. These are compliments. They're admitting you're no longer controllable, that your loyalty can't be assumed, that you've become someone they have to earn, not expect. That feeling in your chest? That's your old self dying. If you want to complete this transformation, subscribe now, because next week I'm revealing the tactic that makes this one look kind. Type, "I'm becoming cold," if you're done being everyone's emotional supply. Let's see who's really ready to transform. The fifth tactic will feel like abandoning everything good about yourself. But that's the point. It's called the mirror defense, and it makes you psychologically untouchable. But first, a story Freud buried in his private notes. A patient came to him, complaining everyone used her. Freud asked one question: "What do you get from being used?" She was furious. Then she understood. She got to feel needed, superior, morally better than her users. Her loyalty was actually arrogance, disguised as virtue. The mirror defense strips away this illusion. You don't set boundaries. You become water, perfectly reflecting what others pour in. They give minimal effort, your mirror reflects it. They're selectively available, so is your reflection. You become their psychological mirror. Here's what breaks people about this tactic. You mirror without emotion, without resentment, without explanation. You become a perfect reflection of their investment. They can't blame you for showing them themselves. You're just reciprocating. This drives them insane because they finally see their own behavior. Watch what happens when their treatment returns to them. They'll say, "You're different, distant, cold." You're not. You're treating them exactly how they taught you to treat them. If they don't like the reflection, they shouldn't have created it. The old you would feel guilty, would overcompensate, would give more to get less. That person is dead now. What remains understands a truth most can't accept. Love isn't enough. Loyalty isn't enough. Only power ensures survival. Comment update to get notified when I drop the advanced tactics next week. The ones about love as a weapon. Now for the darkest realization. The one that changes everything permanently. Everyone you know is playing this game. Everyone. Your parents, your partner, your best friend. They all have moments where they weigh your usefulness against your cost. This isn't cynicism. It's pattern recognition. The difference between you and them? Consciousness. They play unconsciously. You're about to play strategically. Tomorrow, every conversation will feel different. You'll see the strings, feel the tests, notice the calculations. You'll smile at their attempts to restore old dynamics. You'll stay pleasant while being untouchable. Kind without being used. But here's what they don't want you to realize. When you stop being blindly loyal, real connections emerge. People have to earn you now, work for you, prove themselves to you. What develops isn't fake appreciation for your usefulness. It's real respect for your boundaries, real recognition of your worth. You'll lose people. Count on it. The users will rage. The manipulators will panic. The parasites will shrivel. Let them. Your energy is finite. Stop wasting it on people who see you as a resource, not a person. Who would panic if you became unreadable? Comment below. Don't name them. Just notice who came to mind. That's who's been feeding on your loyalty. Remember this as you transform. You're not becoming heartless. You're gaining strategy. You're not losing your humanity. You're finding your power. You're not betraying anyone. You're stopping the betrayal of yourself. Next week, I'm exposing something even darker. The 3 words that reveal anyone's true intentions. How love becomes leverage. Why kindness is calculated. You think loyalty was a trap? Wait until you see what they've done with love. Final test. Comment your age if you wish you'd known this sooner. Let's see how many years we've lost being readable. The loyal dog dies first, because it never sees the knife coming. It trusts the hand that feeds it. Right until that hand holds the blade. But you're not a dog anymore. You're not even a wolf. You're something they haven't named yet. Something that plays the game better than those who invented it. You can't go back. That person who clicked on this video, they're gone. What remains is someone who chooses loyalty like a weapon, who withdraws like smoke, who mirrors like water, who rules from an empty throne. The game was always there. You just couldn't see it. Now you can't unsee it. Every smile hides calculation. Every favor has a price. Every I love you has conditions. This isn't paranoia. It's clarity. And clarity is power. You're different now. You can feel it. Subscribe and join thousands who chose power over comfort. We don't go back. Comment the emoji that represents who you're becoming. Ghost, stone, ice, void. Let them know you're transforming. Welcome to the other side, where loyalty is currency, not charity. Where absence is power, not abandonment. Where mirrors reflect truth, not comfort. Where you finally stop being readable and start being remarkable. Now go practice on someone who thought you'd always be their loyal dog. Show them the fang they created. They asked for your evolution when they mistook your kindness for weakness. Give them what they asked for. Class dismissed. But your education? It's just beginning.